In this video, we will look into division of real numbers. There are two cases. The first case, the quotient will not have any decimal value, whereas in the second case, we will get a decimal value in the quotient. Now imagine you have been given this number, 288, to be divided by 3. This is the divisor, this is the dividend. First, you need to look into the first digit of the dividend. Here you can see 2 is less than 3. You cannot divide it straight away, so you need to take the first two digits. Make sure these two digits, whichever you select, will be greater than this number. The first digit was not greater, it was not bigger than 3, so we take the two digits at the beginning. Now 28 is where we start, and 28 is greater than 3. Now you need to find a multiple of 3 which is very close to 28 but less than, not greater than 28. You can do one way, that is write the tables 3, 6, 9 and so on until you come close to 28. I know 3 9 times is 27. If you keep on writing, the ninth term will be 27. So what do I write? I write 9 up over here and write 27. So I will repeat this step again. You need to find a term to multiply with 3 so that the answer will be less or equal to 27. In this case, 3 has no multiple that is directly equivalent to 28. So we take one less than that. That is 9 times is 27. And now you need to subtract these both. Minus, what's the answer? It's 1. Now it's not over. There is one more number, the third digit, just to bring it down. Because over here 1 obviously will be less than 3 because you have taken these numbers such that it is very close but less than 28. Now bring this number down over here. It'll be 8. And now again do the same thing. What should I multiply to 3 to get 18 or very close to 18, but it should be less than 18 or equal to 18? But I know the table of 3. 3 times 1 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And when you multiply 6 to 3, it is 18. So I write this 18 down over here. And then you need to subtract this. The answer is 0. That is the remainder. So now you cannot continue further because you have used up all the digits and the remainder is 0. This is the answer. But there are many cases where you exactly don't get the remainder of 0. You will have something else. So what do we do then? Let's look into this case. Before that, this is the quotient. It has no decimal values over here. It is just 96. Now let's try with decimal. What happens? Now imagine you're dividing the number 222, that is 222, with 7. What do we do now? 7. Okay, now before that, how much can you take? Let's see, for example, 2. Can you multiply 7 any to get equivalent to 2? No, you can't take this at all because 2 is less than 7. So you ignore this. So take two digits. That is 7 and 22. Now we can solve because 22 is a bigger number than 7, and 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, 7 times 3 is 21. So we will write over here 3 and the 21 comes over here. And now you need to subtract this minus what happens? You will get 1. It's not over. Bring this digit over here, the third digit down, and then you will have 2. Okay. Now, how many times do you have to multiply 7 to get less than or equal to 12? It's only one time because if you multiply 7 times 2, it's 14, which exceeds 12. So less than 12 is 7. And the answer over here is 5. What next? There is no digits up over here. You can't bring anything down. So what do we do? Are we stuck? No. What you need to do is you need to make sure to put a decimal point here. If you put a decimal point here, then you can add a 0 down here. Add a 0. And then now 7, how many times, what's the number you need to multiply by 7 to get 50? 7 times 7, that is 49. You need to subtract these both. You get 1. And now on, you can add another 0 and keep on continuing it. But now it's enough. 31.7 and 1 is the remainder. So the answer is approximately or very close to 31.7. This is with the remainder. So this is how we basically solve division. With the quotient can have decimal or without decimal. If it is having decimals, you need to make sure you're out of all digits and then keep adding zeros.